Tonight, a former foster youth and now civil rights advocate is calling for an investigation into a state-licensed home for local young people. And this comes after Team 10 uncovered a series of disturbing incidents at Circle of Friends in Escondido. Good evening. I'm Kimberly Hunt.
And I'm Steve Atkinson. Our Team 10 investigator Adam Rakusin explains the call for changes and reveals new information that the county has been aware of the concerns at the home.
Cards that were sent.
It's been 6 months since Amanda Shane lost her son Isaiah.
I'm gonna miss him for the rest of my life. I'm gonna miss him. I'm sorry. I'm gonna miss him a lot.
According to his autopsy report, Isaiah was found unresponsive in the bathroom of his group home. The report says he died a short time later at the hospital from a drug overdose.
Not to say Isaiah is guilt-free. He was old enough to know right from wrong. But he was also ill. He needed help.
Team 10's discovered a year and a half before Isaiah died, the County of San Diego looked into concerns about the Circle of Friends home. A spokesperson for the county says in November of 2019, the county issued Circle of Friends a formal corrective action plan. They say the plan was to address various concerns, including their role and plan on drug use at the facility, staffing and supervision, and facility maintenance. During the corrective action plan, the county didn't place any new kids with Circle of Friends. According to the county, the corrective action plan was resolved and completed in January 2020. While the county has a contract with the organization, people who live near Circle of Friends say since January of 2020, things have only gotten worse.
It's a huge problem for our neighborhood.
These neighbors spoke to us but asked that we don't show their faces or use their names. They're scared someone at the house will retaliate against them.
To tell you the truth, I didn't used to be afraid. I am afraid now.
According to records obtained by Team 10, since that January 2020 sign-off from the county, police have been called to the Circle of Friends home more than 125 times. Police records show they responded to everything from runaway juveniles to alleged drug use and threats of violence. California Department of Social Services records show a 2020 state complaint investigation report found a facility manager engaged in an inappropriate relationship with one of the youth, and the manager resigned. In March of 2021, a new state investigation report showed another inappropriate relationship with one of the minors. This time, a staff member was arrested. In May of 2021, Isaiah Shane died from a drug overdose.
To me, there has to be a solution, and what they're doing now is not working.
In a statement, the president of the board for Circle of Friends defended the organization, saying in part they have always held themselves to the highest standards. Addressing the 2019 county action, Mindy Morrison told Team 10 in part, in 2019, Circle of Friends self-reported an incident. Anytime this happens, a corrective action plan is initiated and the county is required to stop placing kids. The county did so per guidelines for a period of less than 30 days. Morrison didn't say what prompted the facility to self-report.
I think it's time for a broader questioning from the community to come forth, because clearly the leadership of this group home and the leadership of the board seems insufficient when it comes to bringing forth solutions and the future of what they're going to do about this history.
Shane Harris is the head of the civil rights organization, the People's Association of Justice Advocates. He's also a former foster kid.
I was in the foster care system for 13 years in San Diego County, and I saw firsthand how the problem is often blaming the kids, blaming the youth in the system, never reflecting with a mirror on yourself and saying, what are we doing wrong?
Harris says his organization will be asking the county and state for an independent investigation into Circle of Friends and its ability to care for youth. Harris also believes it's time for state lawmakers to get involved and strengthen protection for kids in the child welfare system. Not only those staying with Circle of Friends, but for all short-term residential treatment facilities across the state.
Identifying their successes and their pros and their cons. There needs to be a review of these facilities.
Adam Rakusin, ABC 10 News.
The Circle of Friends say that they welcome any internal, external, or independent look into the organization. San Diego County officials did not have a comment for us on this story. A spokesperson said that they already commented about working with the state on this matter. In a previous email, the county told Team 10 that social workers visit children in placement at least once a month. During these visits, they assess the safety and appropriateness of the placement.